had to close. The stack. So now. We're moving on. Into a training. A direct action training. By two. Teachers.
And students.
Who teach about student activism. Just to remind you, we hold General Assembly for Occupy SFSU every Monday and Thursday at noon at the Malcolm X Plaza. Now please welcome these two students.
Mic check! We would like to propose to speak without the mic. Because it might take a little long. All in favor? Raise your hand.
All right. So we're here to talk about the direct action that's going to be going on tomorrow. We're all going to be going downtown. There's going to be a huge march, right? We've all heard about this. Okay. So we're here to talk about that we need to be careful as students and people who are participating in this march. Direct action. There's going to be a police presence. There's a risk of getting arrested, hurt, injured, things like that.
Absolutely. As we know. My mistake. Without warning, police can move in very quickly. So it would be good for all of us to know simple direct action tactics we can take at different movements. At Occupy SF, Occupy Oakland, wherever we're at. So you can start.
Okay, so it's important to protect yourself just in case there's tear gas or anything like that. Make sure if you have access to something like a gas mask, have a gas mask. If you can't get something like that, get a bandana. It's very necessary. Bandana, cover it with water. It will help them breathe.
And vinegar.
Vinegar is very important too. If you have goggles, like swim goggles or anything like that, anybody who's on swim team, bring them. It's very important. Cover your eyes. All right. To protect from being hit by police, you need to maybe wear some extra clothing. If you're in front of a police line and you're staring them in the face, maybe switch your backpack to your front so that you don't get hit in the chest and you fall to the ground. If somebody falls to the ground, make sure to protect them, but we want to make sure that we don't act violently towards the police. If you go to protect them, lay your body over them and try and drive them back as best as you can.
Absolutely. It's important to maintain nonviolence presence in situations like this. For numerous reasons. Mainly being it's not strategically the best option to use any self-defense tactics in those situations. So it's very important.
Maintain solidarity, okay? And whenever we're going to be standing against the police, we want to make sure that we maybe have human barricades and lock arms. We want them to keep from getting into where we are, okay?
An interesting statistic I just got told was it takes 2 hours for police to move 15 people from a human barricade. That is like linked arms on the ground.
2 hours. That's a lot of time.
How many people are here? There's different ways in which we can create human barricades. Most people just lock arms, which is great. But if we want to, have a real presence, there's different ways to lock arms. Lock arms like this,
and then go down
and sink to the hips,
yeah,
because that's where your power base is in your legs. And if we all have a power base, it will be harder to remove us. All right. So instead of standing up, sink down. Stay strong in the hips.
Right. It's important to know the people around you. If anybody gets taken away by the police, you want to know, you want to be able to tell the people, like the National Lawyers Guild, who was arrested. in order so that they can be bailed out because it's necessary. We want to like have our comrades that are with us, not in jail, right?
So potential. What was that?
Yeah. Got it. Anybody have it?
285.
1011.
1011.
Once again.
Write it on your arm.
One more time.
Answer like
415.
285.
285.
10.
11.
That's the National Lawyers Guild San Francisco office.
That's the National Lawyers Guild San Francisco office.
Great. Okay. So, also one other thing. Has anybody ever heard of Maalox eye rinse? If you get shot or if you get shot with tear gas by the police or pepper spray or anything like that, you can mix a water bottle with Maalox 10% and water 90%, squirt it in your eyes, feel better instantly. So, we have some things to pass out. Before we go, we want to say...
Also, one last thing. A good strategy might be to have a buddy system where that you have 3 or 4 people and you never get farther than 15 or 20 feet away from those people. That way, if one of them goes down or gets taken up by the police, you can all respond fast and efficient instead of getting separated in very large crowds. It divides us. So that's also a potential strategy. And then we also have literature. What was that? Bring a buddy. Yeah, bring a buddy.
Definitely.
And meet people as well.
We have some
literature on sorry, dude.
We have some literature on what to do if you get arrested. Know your rights, okay? I have 100 copies. There's way more than 100 people here.
Please
share, all right? Thanks so much.
Really quick,
yeah.
We teach a student activism class here on campus. Thursdays, HSS 287 at 6:30. This Thursday will be an in-depth direct action workshop. So we'd love for as many people as would like to come out. And
What's the time again?
6:30, HSS 287.
7:30.
No, 6:30.
What?
Yeah. An hour late. So don't be late.
6:30, HSS.
We set a limit at 8 o'clock, but we can all vote to extend it if we fail. Huh? Yeah. I think that's it. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.